Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game, because it actually affects the crowd as well? That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit. Mike 51, Mike 51.
To the air, Williams. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Three down.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Here we go, set, 50, green.
You don't want none.
Let's go.
A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
52, blue.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready, 10, black.
Mike's 49.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Red, 38. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Come on, set.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43.
49.
Cut.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they can't bring him down. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Set, hut.
The Packer
Yellow,
offense
43.
ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
It's just me and you.
Set, go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Ready, go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
Okay,
And as the two
right.
teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Set, hut.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On the ready.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Set, go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Powerful running. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began to do.
No, absolutely not. But hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for.
We're going to work.
So now the Bears down by 8, 24 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. First and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Not today.
Now Love steps away.
Touchdown, defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Steps away to his left. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.